It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
All right, I want to welcome everybody back to our special signing day. Next up, first off, just once again, just want to give everybody a nice round of applause for Jaden Jones. Next up, we have Shamar Collins Jr., Marty. All right, and right now we're going to celebrate him and his moment to sign his letter of intent as well. Before I get into my spiel and doing the things and saying the things I want to say, and Coach Core talking about Marty, I want to bring up one of our counselors, Michelle Gierick. She has something that was written by one of Marty's special counselors, and she wants to read that.
I first want to say congratulations to Jaden as well. It has been a pleasure watching you guys grow up together. I love the relationship that you guys have with each other. We know your favorite things. You spend a lot of time in the office, not for bad things, but I mean, we know about Tootsie Rolls, Chick-fil-A, funfetti cakes. We've had a lot of fun memories. I know, Marty, I will make you a funfetti cake for your birthday, which we all know December is his birthday month. Everyone, in case you didn't know, Marty's birthday's coming up. But in all seriousness, I'm really proud of both of you. But there was a special person that couldn't be here tonight, Mrs. Jackson. She worked really, really closely with Marty, and she had to work tonight and couldn't attend, so she wanted me to read a message from her. Okay, so dear Marty, I'm sorry I couldn't be there to celebrate this milestone with you. I want you to know how incredibly proud I am of you. You've stayed focused and positive even through difficult times, and that perseverance will carry you far. The sky is the limit, and I truly believe there's nothing you can't achieve. You have a wonderful support team, your parents, Shania, your grandma, and so many others who care about you. Remember these two words: keep going. Challenges will come, but this is a marathon. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Stay true to yourself and remember, you are stronger than you think, braver than you believe, and smarter than you realize. With all my love, Ms. Jackson.
Thank you, Ms. Gierick. We appreciate that, and thank you, Ms. Jackson. As you see, these two young men, made an impact in our school, right? They were loved by administration, they were loved by staff, because they just did the right thing, and they represented, our school with the utmost pride. So, we're, like I said, for both of them, and especially Marty, we were fortunate to have kids like this come through. And just like I said about Jaden and the family he came from, Marty had the utmost support system, the best support system you can ask for at home as well. They did everything possible to help him achieve his goals and to get to where he had to get to. And, you're fortunate to have family like that, because not everybody has that opportunity. So, congrats to them, and, great job to you guys, because he's, going to go on to bigger and better things because of that support system. Which leads me into Marty. 4 years. Marty was not easy when he first came in. Okay, but he understood the goal, he understood the path, and he wanted a suit up for varsity. I made him earn it. We made him work for it. He didn't want to carry the water on the sideline. I think his uncle said, "Don't do it." All right. His dad said, "Do it." I think maybe we got one game with him doing it. He didn't do it, but at the end of the day, he kept the grind. He did what he was supposed to do, and he had the opportunity. Was it just a championship game, or was it by the playoffs? The championship game, he suited up. He was on special teams, and he actually had an onside kick recovery in a crucial moment that meant something. So as a freshman, to be in a game of that magnitude and to make a play at that level, it meant something, and it showed us right away, all right, this is a guy. Jaden, I know, had, he was impact, and he was right there from as a sophomore. Marty grinded it out because he came back his sophomore year, played a big role for us on offense. He was a role player because he was behind guys defensively. But he's a worker. That's what both these young men are. They're workers, and Marty was a worker, and he wasn't going to be denied anything, so he just kept working, putting that time in. By his junior year, he was one of the top linebackers or safeties in the state of New Jersey, and he made a name for himself in that 1 year of being a starter on defense and put himself in a position to play football at the next level. So I want to congratulate you for that, man, because that's not easy, man. Not everybody has the drive and the mindset like you and Jaden, to be able to put that foot forward and to get to where you want to get to. So I respect you, with the utmost respect, which leads me into his senior year, which was heavy, I think, on I'm sure on the family, but it was heavy on us because, we're around these kids 6 months out of the year. We're around them, so many hours out of the year through school. Sometimes I say we're around them probably more than their own parents. So we build these relationships, and you have these moments with these young men, and to see his senior season get ripped away the way it did, it hurt. It hurt, but to see him suit up in that last game, to see him suit up and step on that field, I'm so glad you didn't go and make that tackle. Right? I looked at Core and I was cursing him out. You have no clue. No clue. But we were going to, I think I told Mom and I told your sister, I was like, we're going to do everything we can to get you on the field. I screwed up. I was supposed to get you in on offense. But we were fortunate, to put you out there so you had that one last moment, because I know what it meant to you, man, and I know what it meant to Jaden to not have you there by his side. Thankfully, he was able to kind of like hold that fort down on that defensive side and be the leader we needed from him. But the one thing with Marty is kids get injured, and we have kids get injured all the time, and they don't show up. Marty's at every practice, he's at every game, he's supporting, he was a coach, he was a mentor to his peers. Like, it meant something to him, it meant something to both those young men. But to see a young man like that, like, kind of just stick true, it showed what he was about, showed his true character. And coaches are always watching. So Eastern Michigan was watching, and they saw that. And I made sure that they understood like what he was doing. I wanted them to know the kind of kid they were getting, because you never know, you see an injury and sometimes schools back out, and I wanted them to understand, like, nah, he'll recover and he's only going to be better after this, just because of who he is. So again, Marty, love you to death, man. I'm going to miss you, and I appreciate everything you did for this program, and it means a lot. So with that being said, I have to bring up your defensive coordinator. Coach, hold it back. Got Coach Core coming up.
All right, guys. This one is just like Jaden, going to be something to remember. Again, on that day 3 years ago, we won a state championship. Freshman year, like you said, Coach called up. I was talking to coaches in the back. Had a big moment in that play with the fumble recovery. He'll tell you he's always ready for the moment. That's not a big deal. But leading into his sophomore year, like Coach said, yeah, he was jam-packed. I was the dummy that didn't play him. I was the one that didn't put him on the field. And I've told him that since, as our relationship really built and grew, that, as a coach, you always look back and what you could do better and, always be the biggest critic to yourself. And I had what you see right today in front of you, a Division I athlete, a kid true and true from this city who was ready to go out there and ball out and put his body on the line for us, as we saw this year. So I always go back. That's always one of the darker days that I look at, and he knows. We had Division I people in front of him also at the time, but just find a way. But I think it honestly built our relationship, and it really kind of put a little fire underneath of his butt. Leading into, I talked about it with Jaden. Jaden kind of having the idea and the mental makeup of understanding he needed to translate his body, what he needed to be at the next level to take this game to where they want to take this game. So did Marty. And I told you I'd refer back to this. Getting into at the end of his junior year, really kind of starting to realize that he needed to become at the next level, the highest where he wanted to go and take his game to a DB. He had to translate from a hitter, from a box player, from a kid that just was a ball hawk linebacker to someone who had to translate below the waist with the lower half, how to backpedal, how to get his reads. And the game changed. And for an athlete that's been a ball hawk and a guy who's relied on his instincts his whole life, now he had to really go back to the drawing board and really trying to figure out his talent and where it was going to be and how he was going to have to fine-tune into a position and what he was going to be and where he's about to take his game to. So it's really not only a tip of the hat, and I was happy to be a part of it. I know we had other coaches that were around that were a part of it, from obviously your cousin with the training, going through all those things through the summer, and really you putting the time in that you needed to put in to do it. And I told him, I'll support him. I got your back. You're one of my guys. I promise you, I'll go down with you. Just like I told Jaden this, we'll go down with the ship with the guys that I got. But it was going to be hard. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. There was no guarantee that we'd be sitting here right now today watching what he's about to do. And he knew that. But as the hardworking kid that he is and the great person that he is in this world, he went to work every day, checked in every day, one of the first people through the day, through school. And I know it because my butt's there every night until the sun goes down until 7 o'clock or so. He's the last one in there. Not only doing what he has to do academically, which we already know how great of a student he is. You had counselors and people in the building come up here and talk about him. From an athlete, how the time he had to put in to train the body to get it right, to a big one that I use, and these gentlemen know, recovery, to what it took to actually put the time in each and every day to recover and take care of the body. And he did it. Also, another thing that I really love and I'm going to miss, and he knows this, is it's a saying I always talk about, earn your check, right? We joke around, we show up, we do our job for these kids, but he's going to hold you accountable. Yes, I'm talking about this 17-year-old gentleman sitting right next to me who's going to hold me accountable every day when I showed up. And like Coach said, it wasn't only as another assistant coach on the field. His peers needed it. His school, I needed it. And so did these coaches. And that will be missed. But as it goes, we will keep moving. And the day that we all remember in that scrimmage, it broke a little bit of everybody's heart. Simple as that. I stand here in front of you to tell you that. But the big man put that obstacle in our way, and everything is just being unlocked like we talked about. So go get it, baby. Love you, bro.
Thank you, Coach Court. And as you see, I mean, I'm sure I could bring up all our coaches and they'll have things to say about any young man that sits here, but the impact that these two have made means a lot. The last thing I want to say is like Jaden, measurables mean everything when it comes to trying to play Division I football. All right, it's out of my control. I can talk to every college coach possible to try to get a kid recruited, but at the end of the day, if you're not 6'2", 6'3", or you don't meet certain standards, it doesn't matter. Jaden had measurables that set the stand, set off, and colleges liked right away. So he kind of started within 1 year of Marty playing, and with his work ethic. I think last February, I remember last January, Marty's like, "Coach, what's going on?" I'm like, "Yo, just be patient. We got it. And then within a 2-month span, you picked up how many offers? 16 offers in a 2 months, because he put that work in to put himself in that situation. All right. And listen, he wasn't 6'1", 6'2". He's 5'11", we'll say for good, right? But with his heart and his character and his work ethic, he put himself in a position to be exactly where he is in front of you today. And you're going to represent this city in the best way, and we're just glad that you're a Bolt and you wear that orange and blue, and that orange and blue goes on forever, and it means a lot to us. So we thank you, we love you, brother. All right, and just want to say thanks for everything, man. Okay, so I'm going to give the mic to Marty, because I know he wants to talk.
I really want to say thank you for everyone coming out, but I want to thank you, the man above, because this year has been really tough for me, not just from a physical standpoint, but from a mental, emotional. But the support system, like my mom, my sister, my dad, my grandma, girlfriend, her side of the family, uncles, cousins, you guys stuck with me. You stayed on me. You stayed glued to me. Like my mom, she came in the night after I got hurt, and we cried together on the bed, but she let me know that it was okay to cry, it was okay to go through battles, it was okay to do stuff like that. But it really took a part on me when we laid there and cried, because this is my mom at the end of the day. So to see her cry with me, it was just like, it was tough, but she always glued into me that God come first and everything will play out after. And from my dad, I mean, he wasn't able to attend, you know, he'll be recording from top to bottom, but he always glued into me since I was 5 that I'd be a Division I athlete. And sometimes I'm like, all right, Dad, like, all right, maybe I'll be doing, maybe not. But, like, he stayed on me. He talked so much stuff to fans, my coaches, my mom, my grandma, everything. But I had to go out week to week and back him up. But, like, from my dad, it's like he plays a lot of people might see him as, you know, tough and bad, but he's great, kind-hearted, and the impact he left on me as his son was to be the best thing I could be for him and do something he couldn't do. And he would tell you that he couldn't read or write or do stuff like that. So it was like, when I go into school, I was like, I don't want to be like my dad. I don't want to do stuff like that. So I take that serious. But like my sister, she's like another mom. She swears she runs me, but at the end of the day, it's tough love, and I would do anything for her. And I just want to say thank you guys for everything. And for my girlfriend, another one, like when I got hurt, she was there every day. Her side of the family was there every day, and it was just like, I just want to say thank y'all to everyone, because like this year has been really hard. And I might not show it, y'all might see all smiles, but like when it's time to go in and lay down by myself, it hits me like I might never step on the field with these guys again. And I really cherish the moments. I cherish friendships like Jaden for pushing me to do stuff like that. His side of the family, y'all always welcome me in. Y'all made me feel comfortable. And my coaches, I can say a lot about them. From putting up with my dad alone, that's a lot right there. That's a lot. Putting up with him, that's a lot right there. So for them to have tough skin, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for teaching me the game. Thank you for making me who I am today. Installing great things that lead me on to bigger and better things in life. And for the school staff, like, when I go to school, I feel safe, I feel supported, I feel loved. They make me feel, you know, welcomed every day. So I just want to say thank y'all to the school staff and like all my friends, my teammates. You guys are the best. Like when I came to practice, I felt comfortable laughing, joking, getting my mind off of injuries and stuff like that. So I just really want to say thank you. For the Thunderbolt Club, thank you for the last 4 years, the gear, the bus rides, the pretzels and pizzas, for everything. You guys, a lot of teams would love to have stuff like this, and I just really want to say thank you. You guys are the best.
So again, I thank everybody, you know, for being a part of this special day. And again, I can't stress enough that, you know, I just want to thank both of these young men's families. I mean, you guys are amazing, and they're fortunate, you know, that you know you helped them get to where they got to, and to have that support system means a lot to everybody. So we thank you. So even Collins, no matter what we went through, it's all love. All right, it's all love. All right, until the next one comes up. All right. But again, thank you guys for coming out. Appreciate everything. So at this moment, you know, we're going to stand here and we're going to watch Marty sign. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh. That's the whole line, my guy.
You got to get ready. All right, everybody give him a nice round of applause. Thank you all again. We appreciate it. Family, if you guys want to come up, you can take pictures.
Oh my God. Nah, that was my girl. I know you're growing up.
You got him on track.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.